The movie begins with a family driving to a rich neighborhood. They were moving into a new house there. The father's name was Jones, the mother was Kate, and their two kids were Mick and Jen. From the outside, they seemed like a normal, happy family, but in reality, they were a group of marketers working for a company. Their job was to pretend to be a family and promote the company's products to others. They planned to make friends with their neighbors and show off a fancy lifestyle to impress people. By doing this, they hoped to make the rich neighbors jealous and encourage them to buy the same things, increasing sales. After a long drive, they finally reached their new home, and their life as a fake family began. That afternoon, their next-door neighbors, Summer and her husband Larry, came over to visit. Being friendly, they welcomed them in and showed off their expensive things. That night, Jones went to Kate's room and asked if they could sleep together. He thought that even though they weren't a real couple, doing this would help them get along better and make their act more believable. But Kate refused. She told him that since he was new to the job, he didn't have the right to decide how things should go. She had been in this role before, living with 6 different fake families to get a promotion. Hearing this, Jones felt disappointed and left to sleep in another room. The next morning, as they ate breakfast together, Kate gave everyone a task for the day. Mick and Jen, playing the role of children, would go to school. Jones had to play golf with the neighbors, while Kate would visit the most expensive salon in town. When Kate arrived at the salon, the owner treated her with special care, expensive handbag she was carrying. While getting her hair done, she purposely called Jones using a costly new phone, making sure the salon owner noticed. Seeing all the fancy things Kate had, the owner was impressed. He then invited her to a party with his wealthy clients. Kate smiled, feeling pleased with herself. She had finally entered the circle of rich people, and now all she had to do was get them to buy the company's products. It wasn't just Kate, Jones, Mick and Jen were also doing well in their roles. Thanks to their branded items, they quickly made friends, and after 2 days of getting close to them, they started promoting their products. A month later, their boss came to check on their progress and gave them a report on their sales. The results showed that Kate had done an excellent job, boosting sales by 20%. Meanwhile, Jones was at the bottom with only 3.5% in sales. Feeling upset about his poor performance, Jones blamed himself. Before leaving, the boss gave him some advice. She told him that even though he was still new, she believed that if he put in more effort, he could do better. His goal wasn't just to sell products, it was to sell a lifestyle. If he could make people envy his expensive things, they would eventually want to buy them too. These words gave Jones new energy. He made up his mind to improve his sales this month. That night, Kate hosted a party at their house. She invited all their neighbors, her rich friends, and even Mick and Jen's schoolmates, hoping to boost their sales even more. To avoid making people suspicious, Jones and Kate always acted like a loving couple in front of their guests. Meanwhile, Mick became friends with one of his classmates' sisters, Naomi. She took him to a quiet place where they smoked together. While smoking, they sat and talked about their lives. That night, at Larry and Summer's house, Larry asked his wife if they could be intimate. But Summer quickly refused, saying she was too tired from the party and needed to rest. She then went to sleep, leaving Larry by himself. The next day, while checking the monthly sales report, Kate noticed that Jones's sales had not improved. She went to him and told him to focus more on his work and do better. She said he should stop thinking about anything else besides their job. She also told him to stop thinking about her. He was just a new worker, while she was more experienced. They wouldn't work out. Hearing this, Jones felt upset. He apologized and promised never to try and get her attention again. From now on, he would only focus on work, just as she told him to. After that, he went to the golf course to do his job. Since Kate scolded him, Jones had improved a lot. He worked harder and increased his sales, even becoming the top seller. Kate felt happy and relieved to see him doing well, but at the same time, she also felt ignored. It seemed like Jones was avoiding her. One day, while Kate was spending time with her friends, Jones suddenly walked up to her and kissed her in front of everyone. She was shocked and quickly followed him afterward. She asked why he did that out of nowhere in front of everyone. Jones calmly replied that he was just doing his job. They were supposed to act like a romantic couple in front of others to convince them. That evening, Kate, Jones, and their rich neighbors went out for dinner at a fancy restaurant. While they were chatting, a man suddenly walked up and greeted Jones. It turned out he was an old friend of Jones. He called him by his real name, Steve. Jones was just the fake name given to him for the job. Luckily, Kate reacted fast and told the man that Jones wasn't the person he was looking for. The man believed her and left. month later, their boss visited again. She brought new products that they had to introduce to customers. She also praised Jones for his great work that month, and rewarded him with a sports car for his success. She told him he had done better than Mick, Jen, and even Kate in sales. Excited, Jones immediately went to check his new car. Mick soon joined him and sat inside the car, saying he was also interested in it. While they were talking, Larry arrived, showing off the sports car he had just bought. But when he realized that Jones's car was more expensive than his, he felt irritated. That evening, to celebrate their success, Kate invited Jones to a romantic dinner at a fancy restaurant. For that night, she told him to act like they were a real couple. Jones played his role well, treating it like an actual date. He gently touched Kate's hair and complimented her dress. Kate blushed. Deep inside, ever since Jones started ignoring her, she had felt lonely. She missed the Jones who used to try to get her attention. Meanwhile, back at the house, Mick and his friends were having a party. One of his friends asked if they could take Jones's sports car for a drive. Mick agreed since he was also curious about the car. So, they took the car and went for a ride. What they didn't know was that Naomi, who was already drunk, followed them in another car. As she passed an intersection, another car crashed into hers. Mick and his friend, unaware that Naomi was behind them, kept driving. The next morning, Summer was shocked when her credit card got declined. She didn't understand why, and it was even worse because she needed the card to pay for a party that evening to launch her new cosmetic product. Larry tried to calm her down, saying that it was probably just a system error. He promised to sort it out at the bank and assured her that the card would work again by the afternoon. But the truth was, Larry had secretly maxed out the credit card. He had spent all the money buying expensive things, just like the ones Jones had, trying to boost his ego. Now, he had no idea how to pay the bill. On the other hand, Jones was enjoying his morning in the yard when a police officer arrived. The officer told him about the accident Naomi had the night before. He also said that before the crash, Naomi was seen drinking at Mick's party, meaning Mick was responsible for what happened. Kate quickly lied, saying that Mick wasn't home, but promised to tell the officer when he returned. After the officer left, Jones and Kate went inside and scolded Mick. Kate reminded him that even though he was an adult, his friends were still in high school and shouldn't be drinking alcohol. Just then, Jen walked in from upstairs and made things even worse. She confessed that she had secretly been dating the husband of one of Kate's friends for months. Kate was overwhelmed and walked away to her room. Later, after things had calmed down, Jones went to Kate's room to comfort her. At the harbor, Jen was upset because she couldn't reach her boyfriend. When he finally answered her call, he told her that they had to break up. He said his wife had found out about them. Jen was shocked, especially because he had promised to leave his wife and marry her. Heartbroken, she hung up and immediately called Kate. Crying, she begged Kate to come and pick her up. Meanwhile, Mick went to Naomi's house to apologize for what happened. Little by little, they started to fix their problems. Jones and Kate even seemed closer than before, almost like a real couple. One morning, while jogging, Jones ran into his boss. She told him that she knew about the problems his team had faced. She offered to switch him to another, more manageable team, but he refused. Jones knew that if Kate had been given the same choice, she wouldn't hesitate to accept it. But he didn't feel the same way. He had grown close to his team and wanted to keep working with them. His boss warned him not to get too attached. She reminded him that the family he had now wasn't real. It was just a fake family created to promote the company's products. Jones understood that, but he still turned down her offer. He chose to trust his team. One morning, Summer woke up and found some papers scattered around the house. She picked them up and followed the trail to the pool. There, she was horrified to find her husband had drowned himself. She screamed in fear when she saw her husband's lifeless body in front of her. Jones quickly rushed over and pulled Larry's body out of the water. Not long after, an ambulance arrived and took Larry's body away. Jones was shocked and felt responsible for what had happened. He realized that Larry had been trying to live the same lifestyle as him, but couldn't handle the pressure, which led to his death. In front of everyone, Jones finally told the truth. He admitted that his family was not real. They were hired by a company to pretend to be a family, only to promote and sell the company's products. Their job was to show off a rich and luxurious lifestyle to make people like Larry and Summer want the same things and buy the products they had. Jones hugged Summer and apologized, but she didn't forgive him. Instead, she slapped him. After hearing Jones's confession, Kate, Mick, and Jen quickly packed their things and left. Watching the woman he loved walk away broke Jones's heart. Inside the house, Jones sat alone, thinking about what he had done. He knew that revealing the company's secret was wrong, but letting people suffer for the company's benefit was worse. He would rather tell the truth than keep lying and hurting others. Larry's death and Summer's pain were enough to make him see his mistakes. Later that afternoon, Jones's boss arrived and fired him. But he didn't care anymore. The only thing that mattered to him now was finding the woman he loved. His boss told him that Kate and the others had been moved to another city to work with a new fake family. She said she couldn't tell him where they were because it was a company secret. If he wanted to find them, he had to do it himself. A few days later, Mick, Jen, Kate, and the man replacing Jones were seen in a new luxury house, welcoming their new rich neighbors. Nothing had changed. They continued acting professionally for their job. In the kitchen while washing the dishes, Kate was shocked when Jones suddenly appeared. He looked at her and confessed his true feelings. He asked her to leave everything behind and come with him. He wanted to start a real life with her, a life that wasn't fake. Even though Kate wanted to, she knew she couldn't. This was her job, and she had to stay professional. With a heavy heart, she told Jones to leave, even though she didn't want him to. Outside, just as Jones was about to go, Mick stopped him. He said that their boss wanted Jones to return the sports car he was given as a reward. Jones calmly agreed, tossed the keys to Mick, and walked away on foot. Inside, Jen found Kate and told her that she had overheard the conversation between her and Jones. She told Kate to follow her heart, just this once. Kate didn't know how to respond. On the road, as Jones walked alone, a car suddenly stopped beside him. It was Kate. She had changed her mind and had come to find him. She asked him to get in. Jones just smiled and did as she said. Together they drove away to start a new life. What's your thoughts about this movie? Let us know in the comments section. Subscribe and turn on notification to get more movie recaps. Don't forget to like and share this video.